Hello, welcome to First Gideon's talk show, and today we're going to be discussing about long distance relationship and giving some tips on how to make that long distance relationship work. By my left hand side, I have this beautiful lady, Ms. Ruth. She's going to be sharing more light on the long distance relationship and giving some tips. So before we dive into today's topic, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. I'm going to be sharing more light on setting some ground rules to manage your expectations as couples. So both of you need to be clear with what you expect from each other and set some ground rules to actually cope with the relationship. Setting some ground rules so that none of you will do things that will take the other person by surprise. For instance, are you two exclusive? Do you all want a relationship that the other spouse can actually go on a date? So all those ground rules are supposed to be set so none of you will be actually caught off guard if the other spouse goes on a date and didn't tell you. So I think that will help the long distance relationship work. Communication will also help the long distance relationship work by communicating with the other spouse, letting the other spouse know how you're feeling, what's really going on in your life, and making everything easy for the other spouse to understand will actually help you cope and make your long distance relationship work. So I'm going to be giving the mic to I don't really have a mic, but I'm going to be giving the mic to Ruth to actually talk.
The second point here is avoid excess communications. It is indeed unwise to be over-sticky and possessive. You two both don't really need to communicate 12 hours a day to keep the relationship going. Many couples think they have to compensate for the distance by doing more. This is not true, and it might only make things worse. Soon you would get tired of loving.
So thank you for that tips. And the next relationship tip I'm going to be giving is be sexual with your partner. Be sexual with your partner in the sense that you guys share sexual text messages that has to involve some offensive sexual talks like babe, I love you, I want to feel you inside of me. So just make and spice everything in the relationship. Being sexual with your partner doesn't have to be biological. Being sexual with your partner has to do with emotions. Like if you have a partner that is trustworthy, like say that you can actually send some content like your nudes and some pictures that has to do with sexuality, it's very right for you to do that. It helps the relationship and it builds character and it builds charisma. It makes the relationship go stronger because sex is very important in a relationship, whether long distance relationship, whether close relationship, it doesn't really matter. But you guys need to be sharing more light on your sexual desire, how you feel at that particular moment, and it's very important for you to actually do that. And I want to break the ice also by saying communication is a very strong key, like what Ruth actually said over here. She said you guys need to communicate more. Like long distance relationship, it's something that you don't need to bore the person with communication and say, okay, I want to pay for lost times. I have not been around, so I need to talk to you for like 12 hours. I need to talk to you.
Make sense.
Yeah. No. You don't really need to bore the person with a lot of communication, like a lot of talks. Just let you flow. You can just call the person and tease the person and just let the person know that yes, you're there, you care. But communication is important. But don't bore the person with a lot of talks. So thank you for listening, and I hope this helps you stay with your partner even if the person is far, and I hope you actually pick something from what we just discussed and key to it. Thank you very much for watching.
Love you guys.